Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second session of this lesson. We talked about the foundations of social media marketing, right? And why it is important,
Yeah.
and what to understand about your buyer persona, their demographics, their psychographics, how they think, what their life is every day, and what their routine is like, what are their fears, what are their pain points, what is stressing them out that you can understand. So when you are speaking with them through content, they get you, right? We talked about that. Then we talked about the basics, what to understand when it comes to social media strategy, right? And so today we're going to understand the different social media channels because those are the platforms that you will use to drive your marketing objectives, right? Okay. Now moving on. Um, we start off with Facebook. Just confirm you can still see my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
All right, that's fine. Perfect. Okay, so for Facebook, the age range is very broad. In the sense, when Facebook came, I think I was still a teenager. I think I was still in secondary school when it came. So imagine we have grown to become adults, mothers, parents. You get, so it's a mix of different generations groups, and it is very community driven. It is very community driven. All those Facebook groups that you see, I don't know if you joined any before, but there are so many Facebook groups and they actually address certain things. I remember when I was working for an event management platform, we were looking for vendors that will bring on board so that they will sign up. We saw Facebook groups where vendor groups on Facebook. That was a very great place to convert them. So that's why people still engage with Facebook. No matter how people still think, oh, Facebook is for the oldies, people still marketers cannot play with Facebook, especially for ads and other things. Then it is very news driven. I don't know if people post something on Instagram just to get people's attention. If you go to the comment section, what you will hear there is, uh-huh, we have given Facebook something to talk about. I don't know if you've ever heard that because they spread news every now and then, whether correct news, whether fake news, whether true, true. Do you get? So that's another thing. Another thing that is very important to note is that Facebook is actually great for selling your products. They have a marketplace, so people get marketplace deals on Facebook. So the marketplace is very active because I've gotten a lot of people ask me for the sneakers because I sell sneakers. So I've gotten people to inquire about my products on Facebook more than Instagram. So Facebook is a great place to sell. And because it is actually community driven and more people that know you and people that know the people that know you know that kind of thing. So it's easier to sell. Then we have events. Events in this case is live events. You see a lot of people going live on Facebook as well. So that's another thing that is very common on Facebook. Now, moving on. For you, you don't just want to know those things that I had mentioned. What is important is the different type of content that do well on Facebook. We have short native videos, like short clips that you might have come across on Facebook, but some are actually longer for watch time. You get, if you want more people to watch more, right? You would create a longer video so people get to see more. Another thing again is engaging status updates. So you can have a hook. A hook is more or less like something you use to grab people's attention. It can be a text. It can be the way you position your camera. It can be the first thing you see in the first few seconds. So a hook is actually whatever it is that you do to get people's attention. You understand? So we'll talk about it more when we get to the part of creating content. Then we have carousels. Carousels are posts that you can swipe. Most times they are designs. I'm going to show you, right? Then we have attention grabbing images. Yeah. So maybe normally if you're taking your pictures, it will be straight now. Maybe someone decides to take themselves upside down. To be honest, if you're scrolling your feed, you might want to pause when you see that kind of image. So those kind of content do well too. Then Facebook stories, you're already aware of this, where you have like quick updates, what's going on in your life, because it only lasts for 24 hours, right? Then moving on, if we have different social media goals, I think I mentioned it yesterday. We have, okay, there's a session where we'll talk about it better. So we have reach, where you want more people to see your brand, to know your brand, to see your content. We have engagement, where you want people to interact with your brand, either like, comment, share, retweet, whatever it is. And then we have conversion, where you want people to give you their details. You get. So for reach, if you want to increase reach on Facebook, that means you want more people to see your content, you have to use shareable, relatable posts. What do we mean by shareable, relatable posts? If I learned something now, let me talk about, let me say I'm struggling with dandruff, and it has been difficult to treat. I've used different things. And then I discovered that mixing XYZ natural things helped me to treat it in how many days. That's something, and I know that it's not common online. I just put that as a tip. Put my caption in a way, or the headline in a way that it will get people's attention. That's it. People will easily, people that are interested in air um topics like that, they will share. So that's the kind of things you're talking about. Another thing that is shareable and relatable is actually gossip, gist. People like gist, so they easily share, right? Another way to increase reach is to boost your post. Once you create something that you know is valuable, you can just boost it with some ads, ad credits, and get more people to see it, right? But the one that I always recommend is the organic one, where you create something that people really love, and then they're helping you to spread it. You get, because people will say, "Oh, this is something nice that I saw, that is, I think is it would help you. You should watch it." So, and Facebook is actually a great place for increasing reach and increasing followership, because the platform has been built in a way to encourage sharing. You just come at around the right part of the screen, you just see where you just click share, and it's very easy, right? And then the next one is engagement. So if you want people to engage, you have to tell them to do something. Either you're asking them a question, you are doing a poll where they have to select, right? Make their choice, or you just post something that is opinion driven. What if I just go on Facebook and said, who said women should be the only ones to cook? Maybe there was already a heated conversation around women's role and men's role. I can just say, who said women? Who, like, just say something to trigger people to start talking, and that's it. Get people to start talking. Once people start engaging, it even increases your reach as well, right? That's for engagement. Then for conversion, what you want to do for this, because you can actually drive link to your website. Maybe you created an article, or you're running a promo and the information is on your website. You want people to go there. You just do an ad to retarget people that visited the website before, or you put the link to your blog post, your article, whatever it is you want people to see, and you drop it in the caption. You get, so people get to see it more. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
All right. So I have some examples here of some brands that I actually do check out. So this is for Seaway. Seaway, I think you know Seaway. So this is the one on the left. Here, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Okay, maybe it's not moving. You can't see there. Okay, so the one on the left, you see that it's like a poll, but now it's done in an engaging way. They're asking their followers, what is stressing you the most? Do you get? So this can even be in a graphics form, it can be in a poll format. They have polls on Instagram or LinkedIn, you get. So another one here is like a trivia again, or like, yeah, a trivia, something to get people to engage. So what they are telling you is Nutri-Yo chill test. Your Nutri-Yo is ready to drink when? So you see, just to get people's opinion and get people to engage. Do you get? So that's one. Another one would be games. People love watching games. You get? So if you can repost a game and put POV, like point of view, people will watch. Like this caption here, it's saying first to get three balls wins. Already I know that it's a competition. You see that now? Then the one on the right, this is like a gossip. And people want to see the number of likes, see the number of shares, 1.1k shares. Do you get? So a lot of people would want to go for this. They will want to reshare this because people like gossip and gist. And Facebook is very good for that. Get? So any question on Facebook? Back to what I was saying. Instagram is lifestyle driven. People want to see the lifestyle of influencers of other brands, and people want to see culture. For if in the case of a company, they want to see how your people behave. Who are the kind of people working for your business? That's why you see employee content increasing. People are using their employees in their content now. So those kind of things. They want to see what's your culture like? How do you manage your people, your team? They want to see those things. And I also mentioned thought leadership. Okay. Now moving on. Um, what kind of content do well on this platform? So for reels definitely always we do very well on Instagram. Carousel posts we do well. If you want to give tips, you want to share stories, you want to showcase your product, you want to say something that on the slide would be too much, you can do a carousel, right? And you will see something like that would have for identify this coming week, right? Then high quality pictures. Very you already know. You guys are active on Instagram, so you know better. Then stories for behind the scenes and interactive posts. You have seen posts before. You have seen stories of for behind the scenes. We call it BTS, as in a short form in the marketing space. Then trends. People just use audio, use um anything. Maybe most times they use audio to jump on trends, and that's it. Or they could use a dance or something. Then point of views, yes, you can just use a meme or a clip from a video, and that becomes a trend. You just put a text, and that becomes a POV. Remember the Chakam trend? Remember no turning back trend? Remember the I lied when they told me XYZ? Those kind of things. They are POV's content, and they became trends. You get so those kind of things do well on Instagram. So if you want to achieve much on Instagram, you should take note of this. If you want more reach, use trending audio in your reels or collaborate with micro influencers so that their community also see your content. For engagement, use carousel storytelling in the sense that tell a story, even if you are teaching them, say it in a way that they want to keep swiping left to see the other content that you have, right? So I actually have used this a couple of times. So on one slide, you will not finish the statements, so they know they have to slide to the next to continue reading, right? So that's how you get engagement, and then at the end, you can tell them to share their view in the comment section. Another goal that we can achieve for conversion, shoppable posts. Post around, buy something, maybe you have an offer. You can do that on your feeds. You can do that on your stories. You can also do that on Reels, anywhere. Then story links. You can post something on stories, right? Stories, only your followers that will see your stories, mostly only your followers. But if you do very well on your stories, the other people that are following you people following the people following you can see your stories. That if your stories do very well. Then we have ads that can help you drive conversion on Instagram, right? Okay. So yeah, some of the things that I've done before. So for an NGO, most times they will have announcements. They will have things that are telling people to donate and all of that.
I can't hear you.
The audio.
I can't hear you. I still can't. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, sorry. My next one guy is tripping up. Okay. Like I said, for Instagram, you want to have a mix of every type of content as long as it's going to add value, right? So for Wimbies, they do more of, they have a community, so they celebrate them. So yeah, they were celebrating their July members, July born members. Yeah, they are congratulating those who have achieved something. Maybe they gave them an appointment or they were promoted to something significant. They have to celebrate them. Then, yeah, they were driving for conversions. They were asking people to donate for something. They had to pick content that would tell a story and engage people to make people see that, oh, if I donate, this is it. Do you get? So those kind of things. And another example I have here is the one from Bumper. So you see, if you look at what is here, you see this one, they are trying to educate you. Don't fall for this e-commerce scam. You see, okay, this one is even a video, right? But you see that the caption, the preview is already engaging. You might click to watch what they are saying. This other one is a video as well. So you see that they have videos. This other one that is in a big green background is a carousel, right? So here they will teach you something. It's clearly stated here. Then the other ones, then this other one that you see like wasabi, they mean, but they have a POV, a text there when business owners are asked what motivates them. So Instagram is actually more visual driven. Your content has to have good aesthetics and it has to be engaging. Most times, video, most times pictures. It's fine. You can have graphics, can have design once in a while, but it has to be very. They need to see a human face more on Instagram. Okay, moving on. Okay, I have more examples. Carry wise. So you see them here, Lagosians are spending. So now this is teaching people something. This is like data. They've done research and they're giving people this data. If you go to that post now, you will see that there's a link to go and read the entire report. That's another thing to use Instagram for. Then, yeah, the other one, stop investing on CarryWise. That's to teach people what CarryWise does around that. Then this other one now, this is a graphics. We'll talk about all of these things when we get to the place of content. But they have a CTA there that says invest now, right? Then this other one is showing they were having a training, so they have to capture it, share pictures from that training. This other one is from PiggyVest that looks like a Twitter feedback, right? So they want to tell people that, oh, people are saying nice things about us, come and see. Yes, and just different contents there. How piggy points work, teaching your people how to use the product. So any information that you think your customers will need about your business, you create content about it and say it in a way or do it in a way that we grab their attention. Do you understand now? You can still hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So okay, I have another one from PiggyVest. So this is the one of the co-founders sharing their a bit of PiggyVest story, right, and how it works, and then yeah, different type of content. Okay, moving on to LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is more professional, more career focused, more of thought leadership content, and I really love this one because for you as someone looking for a job or you in the corporate world, this is the most important platform you should be on. I've gotten jobs on LinkedIn. Even I verified job was on LinkedIn. I reached out, told them, oh, this is the value I can add. This is my portfolio and all. After a series of meetings and discussions, there we are working together. So LinkedIn is a very good platform for anyone, to be honest, whether you are going to work in the corporate world as an employee or you are going to own your own business or build a personal brand. LinkedIn is a great place and it's not difficult. What you just need to do is to learn. As you learn, you keep growing and you keep putting something out there for people to see you. Now, what kind of content work well on LinkedIn? Industry insights and thought pieces. So the other one that I saw on that we saw on CarryWise, they can also put it on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Sorry, if you go to LinkedIn, it's possible that they have posted it as well. That's how it works. So content that will teach people, some people are majorly there to learn, connect for either business growth or career growth. That's actually what it is. Now, another type of content that works is your personal career story or your business story. But it has to be authentic and it has to have a lesson. Let's say, for instance, you work that day. Okay, let me give you an idea on how to create content because most people say it's difficult for them to create content on LinkedIn. If that's true for you, you can drop a yes in the comment section. If it's true for you, you can drop a yes in the comment section. Okay, when you get your answer, it's fine. All right. So some people find it difficult, but just check your day. How did your day go? How did it go what did you experience? Are there certain stories you can share there and say, oh, this is actually what I experienced today, and this is what I learned, or this is our lessons learned for me. So I can give an example. I had a meeting with someone, and then what happened was there was a particular idea I shared that we could use to help them grow users. So I didn't probe that particular idea well enough, right? I had something in my head, but what is on my slide is different, right? So when the person was asking me questions like, how is this going to help us achieve our goal? I was off balance, to be honest. Because later I now remember that no, this is not actually what I meant. I meant this thing. You get, but at that point I was off, and you don't want to always be in that state where you don't look like you know what you're doing. It's fine that you are learning, but not certain things that the people expect that you should know, right? So that was an experience for me. I can go to LinkedIn and share. Before, you always prepare well, always go through your slides, always practice before you present. And that I learned it the hard way. You can just, that's it. Tell a good story. Then go we have ChatGPT. When we get there, though, we'll learn all of these things. Right. Another one is document your document carousel. So carousels that people can swipe through, you can actually post it as a document. So it's like a guide. Do you understand? Something that you have learned and has worked for you. You can share it. Someone else will learn from it. So that's what those are kind of content that works on LinkedIn. It's not only for your personal brand, even for your business. If there's a way you responded to a customer issue, you can put it there. This is how we responded to XYZ customers. And then you put how you resolved it. And that's it. You're even also building trust. You get, so it's good that you document your process and share how you do your work. And then short native videos explaining key concepts. Yes. So thought leadership videos, you just share your idea on how you come up with creative ideas, how you do your work, and all of that. People want to watch, people want to learn. You get. Okay. Now moving on. If you want to increase reach on LinkedIn, what you can do is to comment on other people's posts, if not daily, as often as you can. After posting yours, when you post, and don't just comment nice idea, I love it. No, post with adding your own opinion. Because when you post, and with your own opinion, people will, who is this person? You go check your page. And once they go check your page, they see your post, your recent post. They might like it, they might engage. Do you understand? So engage with other people's posts. That's how you get more people to see your post. You get. And you can also encourage, once you post, share with your network, maybe not just on LinkedIn, on WhatsApp, that they should go and engage. I've done that before and I saw a change in my content engagement, right? So share. Once they engage, their network see the content you get. Now, for engagement, ask for opinions on industry topics. Yes. Ask people to, okay, what do you think about this thing? We are seeing an issue that a lot of people are not getting good leads on Instagram ads. What do you think are the problems? These are what I think are the problems. Do you have other reasons? Please drop them in the comments, in the comment section. You get. That's another way. For conversion, we want to showcase case studies. I've already even given you an insight. If you solve a problem, use it as a case study, put it in the form of carousel, or do a video and discuss it. If you can get the customer on board, very good. Get the customer to feature in the video, very good. That's a case study. You can invite DMs or signups. DMs in the sense that they can reach out to you via DM to, send their messages. You get. You can even send people DMs, messages, and just say that, oh, this is what we do. This is how we can solve your problem, and that's it. You get. So there are so many ways to get all of these goals achieved on social media platforms. Okay. The next platform we'll look at is TikTok. So TikTok is entertainment first. It's actually created to entertain, nothing else. Every other thing is secondary. It is trend driven. It works for education content as well, but it has to be entertaining. That's why when it's newly around last year or so, if you want to share tips, you'll be dancing and be doing pointing and doing all sorts of things, funny things that you have not done. But it was working on TikTok and people were engaging, right? And another one is what kind of content works well? Short form, personality driven. It's not pushed like Instagram. People want to see the real you. You can even be anywhere and just say something, share your opinion, and people are liking and sharing and commenting. So it is more personality driven. And people jump on a lot of challenges. On people do duets, people do stitches, right? Educational quick tips with strong hooks, right? I've watched a lot of videos on how to edit videos, on how to grow your social media page, and it was fun, right? They sort of edited it in a way that is engaging. So those kind of content works very well on what do you call them again? On TikTok, right? So if I want to increase reach on TikTok, that's I want more people to see my content. Jump on a trend fast. That fast is very important because it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for trends to die down. Get so up on trends real quick. So always be on the lookout for trends, especially if you're managing any TikTok accounts. Okay. And then use trending music, use trending hashtags. They will push your content more. And it's very easy to increase reach, increase engagement on TikTok. It's very easy. Now, the next one, if you want to increase engagement, respond to comments with videos. Respond to comments with video. You can just put a link to another video there and people will go back and watch or something. Respond to comments with videos. The next one is conversion. You can put a link in your bio or you can promote to other followers after building trust. Yes, right? The conversion is like when it comes to sales, has not really been that much for product people. But for people who want to build, who are offering services, I mean, TikTok has been a great place for them. Right. What else again? Okay, so this is an example of a content that I would have said, okay, employee content, but just to save us time, can look at it afterwards. Okay, moving on to the next platform, YouTube. So YouTube is search driven in the sense that is what people when you search for certain topics, the relatable ones or the ones connected are what you see. And it is binge watch friendly. Yesterday I was trying to explain this, but I missed it up. Binge watch friendly is the sense that you can be watching two different things at the same time, right? So that's how YouTube is, right? So in a way, you can get your content to be seen by more people when you observe some SEO best practices. Now, what kind of content do very well on YouTube? Tutorials and how-tos. Tutorials and how-tos. How to do this, how to do that, because people are asking those questions. I remember I was trying to work on my skin and I wanted natural products and how to make it myself. I went on YouTube, how to make skincare products with natural ingredients. And I was seeing so many things. Yeah, so even how to grow your social media page, how to do XYZ. When you go to YouTube, you see those things, right? So you can do it for your business, you can do it for the brand you're managing. Especially if you have the tools to pull it off. Do tutorials, short tutorials, even how to use your platform, how to use Identify, how to use how to use anything that concerns your business. You get another one is long form educational content are very, very good. Now, the one that is not yet entertainment content, which is why you see a lot of people using YouTube to post their movies, right? So people use YouTube to post their movies. Then shorts for discoverability, yes, shorts, YouTube shorts, like short videos. But for shorts, if you want people to see more of your shorts, you have to use trending music. It's similar to Instagram, but the thing is, you can't use a lot of caption. Caption has to be very short. Use a hashtag, but the trending music will help your videos to reach more people. Hope you are still following. Hope I'm not too fast.
I'm listening.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, so how can you increase reach for YouTube? Optimize your titles. So I worked on Wimby's YouTube page. We had a goal to increase subscribers. What did we do? We started creating the videos that we created for Instagram. We created a YouTube version of it. So we created snippets, like it's like a shorter version, a cutout from the full YouTube video, and we then put go watch the full video on YouTube at the end. That's as the CTA, the call to action. So a lot of people went back to YouTube to watch, but make sure that the nuggets, that's the snippet, the short one is very engaging. Like it add a lot of action and would encourage someone to go to YouTube to watch, right? So now that's you driving traffic back to your YouTube page to get more people to see it. Now within the YouTube platform, what you can do before you post your video, the title of your video must be related to what, so should have the keywords of that what the video is addressing. We'll talk about it some other time. And also it should, when someone read it, someone should want to click. The description should give an idea of what the video is all about. Use the right tags, hashtags and tags, right? So that get more people to see the video. Next one is engagement. Encourage people to like, to comment in the middle of the video. So one of the things that I did for Windies was there's a subscribe. We want more people to subscribe. So when, let me say, in the next within 30 to 45 seconds, you will see the pop-up saying like, subscribe, share. Another next 30 to 45 seconds, you see it again. So those are nudges that can make people like or share or subscribe. You get. And then what else again? Conversion. For conversion, offer free resources in the description. You can just tell them, okay, if you want to learn more or you want a access to another document that will teach you more, click the link in the button and then dash dash dash. Continue that. Even on Instagram, we do it where they will tell you response shop if you want me to share a document that teach you how to shop better online. Do you understand? So those kind of things you can have people to engage with you. Okay, that's it for YouTube. Now for Twitter. Twitter is fast paced in the sense that you have to be fast. It's conversation driven. What people are saying is what you are actually paying attention to. Join the conversation. There's something that Carrie Wise did last month or so. I don't know if it's the real handler, that's the person handling their Twitter, but the person was just jumping on conversations around finance. And people were like, who is this new handler? This guy is on point. Who is this person? Do you see? They were using that to get more people's attention. That's the thing, right? So it is conversation driven. You want to be engaging in the conversation that is happening on Twitter, especially that is around your business, around your industry. It is news heavy. Yes, very news heavy. If you want to hear the latest news, go to Twitter. What is trending or what is has been posted on news platforms. Trends, yes, that's why they have a trend table. When you just go there, I don't know if you understand, if you know these things, but if you have a Twitter, if you're on Twitter, you see these things. Okay, commentary. What are people saying about a particular issue? Activism. That's a great place. That's where you see a lot of politicians are active. Politicians, media personalities are very active on Twitter. And then you get real-time updates. Just that most times you have to verify the news that you see on Twitter. Okay. All right. What kind of content do you well here? Short, sharp text posts, one liner, hot takes, straight to the point, no grammar, no, just go straight to the point. So if you're very good at writing short text and being precise, Twitter is a great place for you where you can use to actually make good money. Image threads, yes, you can post images. You can have threads. Maybe what you want to say cannot be, I mean, a single tweet will not work. You can have it in threads, connect it, right? So if you need me to talk more about this, you can drop it in the comment section so I know that I might need to address it next time. Okay, then short videos or GIFs, those ones work. Short videos or GIFs. Polls to spark debate or feedback. So let me tell you the gist. Many people on Twitter are there to hear gist. It is controversial content that fly on, what do you call it, on Twitter. The people there are normal, but they act in a funny way. When you expect people to go right, they are going left and doing like the way they reason. The Twitter guys who are very active on Twitter, that's it. They were dragging Toyosi, that's Etim Efion's wife. Why were they dragging her? They said she's taking her husband too high, like she's depending on him too. But that's not the case because she is a supporter, like she supports him and she has been a very good fan of him. People started dragging her because this generation don't believe in that, right? So people can just pick up things. People were dragging what's her name again? Lady Motara. They're dragging her because they said, oh, she has been married for many years and she has not had a child. I don't understand. Is it her fault or what if she doesn't want to? But those are the things that people want to engage in controversial content, and they are the ones that fly. There's something we call in marketing conversation starters. So you can just say something controversial to get people to talk, and they will talk. And if you use a very good influencer to drive it, you've gotten a lot of people to talk, right? So Twitter is a great place to spark debate, to get people's feedback on things. And it's a good place to get research. If you want to understand how people think, go to Twitter and see how people are thinking. All right. So if you want to increase reach on Twitter, jump on trending hashtags. You see how people will post, maybe they post that they are selling chin chin or selling snacks. They will not put hashtag of let me just assume what's this recent one? Hashtag NSAS. Maybe NSAS was trending there. What other NSAS with your chin chin? But because it's trending, people will just put it there. And others you see though, it works for some brands, but for a business, you can't actually do those kind of things. But for your personal brand, you can decide to play around with those things. And then use culturally relevant topics. Yes, the one that is trending now, any topic that is trending now. Like I mentioned one yesterday, plant mothers. People want to be plant mothers in the sense that they are nurturing a plant. You get. And then the other one is if you want people to engage with your content, ask direct questions, run polls, quote tweet with opinions. So you can tweet quote people's tweets and have your own opinion to it. Then for conversion, you can pin a tweet. Hello, sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So for conversions, you can pin a tweet with your offer or a link to be a part of what it is you're preparing. You can also use Twitter ads to target people's interest and to target certain keywords, right? If you want people to convert, conversion means you want people to sign up to do something, either give you your contact, their contact, or register for a particular thing. Do you understand? Okay. So I think that's it. Any questions? Please, you can ask your questions now. So you are the social media strategist for a small Nigerian skincare brand launching a new product line. The brand's goals for the next month are to increase brand awareness among young people and to get more customer interactions and feedback, and then to also drive sales through the website. Now, what's your task? Pick one platform for each goal. That's reach, engagement, and conversion. Then, for each platform, specify what's the best content type that would help you achieve that goal. Number two, what platform feature will you use to boost results? Number three, give one sample content idea for that platform and the goal. Number four, why did you make that choice? So why this choice will work? Why do you think the content idea will work? The platform feature you are going to use will work? The content type will work based on the platform's culture and audience behavior, based on how people engage on those platforms. Why do you think the content idea, the feature, or the content type will work? So is it clear?